Hey, welcome to Performance Vacuum, Denver's authorized Kirby service center. And today, we're going to be repairing this Kirby. Now, before I get started, this video is just for informational purposes, kind of what goes into it. I do recommend you bring this to your authorized Kirby service center. I'll put a link in the description for that. I'm not liable if you try this at home and break your machine. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this bag off, clean it out. This will probably get laundered. Let's go ahead. I've already taken the cord off this machine when I had to diagnose it. Oh, looks like we got a Kirby treasure there. Throw that away. The other thing I like to do is just take this nozzle off. Let's see what's what. Ooh. Oh my. I think that needs to be cleaned off, to say the least. And we can see right here, 2012 on the date code of this one. And the rest of the machine was made in 2013. I like to use these metal trays, keep everything all together, because all this is going to get washed. Let's pull the handle off. And the handle, just press this and give it a good wiggle. Sometimes they get a little stuck, like this one has gotten a little rust in place, so we'll clean that up a little bit later. This one has already had the drive neutral pedal replaced. That's a common thing that has to be done on Kirbys. I like using an impact gun to remove the screws, but not to put them on. I found that some of the screws, particularly on the older machines, tend to get really on there if it hasn't been serviced. These newer plastic bodies, the lower part of this is plastic, the top half is aluminum. You don't really see that as much, but definitely like the older, first time you open up a G3 or G4 especially. Move that off. So that will all need to be washed. Then we get the guts of the Kirby. The pedals always get dirty, so I always just like to wash them. Now let's get to pulling the rest of this out. And what also gets revealed to you is that there is a second belt on this machine. The only time I've ever seen one of these belts break is when this gear goes, and that seems to be an issue more on older specific models of Kirby. This one is starting to wear a little bit, but not too bad. This all needs to be cleaned out. All right, sorry, sometimes duty calls. So we've dropped the transmission. This will get cleaned out with compressed air and probably a Q-tip. And then when we're putting it back together is when I will clean the wheels in. You'll notice there's a lot of debris and stuff inside. Now, I've talked a lot about Kirby and it being what we call a dirty air machine, which means all the debris moves through the fan, gets blown in the bag, and the motor is actually cooling itself through this vent right here and through any other orifices. And we can also see here, right here, the caulk has come loose, which means it's blowing dust around the machine. So this needs to be resealed. And this, of course, all needs to be cleaned out because all that fuzz in there isn't good for any of the components. In fact, that's probably what's caused the switch to fail on this machine. So let's get to removing all this. Just around here and make sure all of that is good. And again, I can see where this particular machine, the seal has gone bad, so we'll have to reseal it up. All right, everything has been washed thoroughly. We're going to start putting things back together. And now you'll notice I've changed gloves and we have a paper towel kind of set out. Let me put that where you guys can see it. And the reason being is we're going to have to seal this up in silicone too. Particularly, I like the GE squeeze tubes. Seems to be the best size to buy it for this application. We're going to apply this on here. Now there is a little bit left over I'm now looking at. So let's go ahead and change that, clean that up. So we've cleaned the bag out. So at this point we're going to put a genuine inner bag in there, and it's important to only use genuine Kirby parts. I can't stress that enough. This takes the newer style with the docking station. Put a new bag in there. So at this point we're going to route the cord properly. Again, genuine Kirby belt. That brush roller looks a lot better after we gave it some attention. And these brush rollers are eccentric, so pay attention to the end cap when you're putting it in. You'll see they have numbers. This one is in fantastic condition for its age. Now with this particular machine, I'm going to wipe it down with Windex. I find that works best. Man, that's operating smooth as butter. So much better than when it came in when we first started. This machine is ready to go live out its life, cleaning off the floor. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe. That helps us out a whole lot. If you'd like to have your Kirby professionally serviced by an authorized service center, check out the description box below to Performance Vacuum.